This week on Cartoon Dumpster Dive, we cover the cartoon The Secret History of the Amazing Screw-On Head. Joel.
Yes, Andrew.
How do you feel about the Civil War?
I feel like that's a loaded. Okay. Oh, you asked that question. I was about to say, I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to explain myself on that because I love it because I do just love history.
It is a very interesting part of our history.
It is a fascinating part of our history. Now, that's why I love it. Okay, so it was just fascinating to me. Everything that kind of spawned off of the Civil War, everything else, like it's fascinating to learn about history.
Right.
That's why. I love
it.
Okay.
It's like when dudes are like, "Yeah, I like World War II," but they got to go, but not like that, not like that, because you're not trying to scare away women. You're just like, I just like history.
I mean,
I'm on the ally side when I go and research World War II.
Military history. I don't even know if they still teach that in school. But that was like one of my favorite classes was military history.
All I really remember about the Civil War is two things. The Battle of Gettysburg Address was a bloodbath because I believe the Union got up on the upper hill and they just started firing their cannons downwards. And I was like, and they were just fucked. There wasn't anything. And one of General E. Lee's lieutenants left his battle strategies in a cigar box, then left it by a tree, and a Union soldier had like all their basically a video game strategy guide version of every battle they had. So but the only reason I bring that up is because the cartoon that we're talking about today takes place during the Civil War and is also the first part in our 4-part series, Network Fumbles, where we're covering pilots that I, and perhaps Joel, depending on how he feels about this show, because I haven't asked him yet, do we feel like the network really missed out and just, if they should have picked it up, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. This was a missed opportunity, if anything. Before we get into it, I do gotta say the name of the show.
It's a mouthful.
Well, it's a mouthful, but I keep wanting to just say The Amazing Screwhead.
I do too. You want to drop the on.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I kept Googling The Amazing Screwhead or what, I don't know why I don't want to say screw on head, but
it's because I feel like it's kind of a hat on a hat. If it's if he's a screw head, of course it's going to already screw on something, right? So it's like that on is added extra and your brain wants to drop it for convenience.
Yep. I see that.
Joel, because this is a pilot, I do not believe there was a theme song to be reviewed. We've gone quite a while without having to review that theme song. So
I know.
But let's just get into how this pilot got made.
So, Andrew, this is actually based off of a comic book.
Some say comic, some say graphic novel, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a one-shot.
Yeah.
It was a one-shot written and drawn by Mike Mignola.
Yeah.
And it was all published through a Dark Horse comic, which this man has a tenure in comic books. He has worked for Marvel and DC. He has done Hellboy, a bunch of different comics that I've never heard of through Dark Horse comic. But he did the one shot. One shot was, somewhat popular to the point where they was able to get a pilot made and get it to air on the Sci-Fi Network of all places.
Yeah, I mean, this is perfect for the Sci-Fi Network.
It's perfect, and maybe you know a little bit more about this, because what I found is that it was almost like it was voted on if this should be a pilot or not.
Okay, so it wasn't like a vote for this or a vote for this. It wasn't like
a American Idol text in.
It was just like, so the reason that it's kind of theorized, and we'll get into the pilot a little bit. It's only 22 minutes long, and it's on you throw a rock and somebody YouTube, posted this on YouTube. Yep. But it wasn't really a vote like that. It was more like but a lot of it was the Nielsen. This is 2006 when this premiered on Sci-Fi, so we're still having the Nielsen family, and it just didn't really track with Nielsen numbers.
Have good ratings,
and it didn't have good ratings, and it just didn't have that jump. The second reason, I would theorize, it's only one comic book, right?
Yep.
And I don't remember it being. I mean, I didn't read the comic myself, but I can't imagine it was like a super thick comic. So they're just like, well, they didn't have to. They didn't have a lot of source material to go off of.
I could see that, yeah.
With that being said, the way that this is set up, that doesn't matter.
No.
That does not matter at all.
It doesn't matter if there was only 12 pages in that comic book. What you did with this...
Yeah. This is an anthology series in the making. You basically have a blank check, because Screw On Head has his backstory, and he has his lore that you can go on, and you can get. I'm sure Mike Mignola was a big part of this show. I'm sure he was a writer.
Yeah. No, he
on the show along with Brian Fuller, and he could have easily just expanded on that. It doesn't, just because it's based off of the comic book, he could have just done a lot more.
Yeah, it could have spun, they could have had this show where it spun multiple seasons, multiple episodes, to the point where there would have been a demand for, hey, we want more comics of this. And it's no longer a one shot. It's it's a full running series in a comic in Dark Horse.
But yeah, it's just maybe it was maybe they feared that having Paul Giamatti, Patton Oswalt, and David Hyde Pierce on the same show would be relatively expensive.
Yeah, those are some big names.
And 06 though, maybe Giamatti. I mean, David Hyde Pierce up until this point has just done nothing but Frasier.
Yeah, but they was still big. I mean, look, David Hyde.
Patton Oswalt hasn't peaked in 06. Paul Giamatti
Pierce was probably the most expensive.
You think so?
Coming off the heels of Frasier, that dude.
I would say Giamatti, because he's done by 06 he's done a lot of stellar movies.
I feel like,
but then again, Paul Giamatti's one of those guys who's I'll do a Nickelodeon movie where they turn me blue.
Yeah, like I feel like Paul Giamatti, he would have been like, yeah, no, this sounds awesome. Let me do it. Like, don't pay me much. I'm just voice acting. Like he would have just done it for the love of the game.
I mean, I could you say that. Well, he wasn't Frasier.
I know, but he was in Frasier.
He was in Frasier. Yeah.
That dude wanted just money. That's just my feel. Anybody
you feel like he won. Well, I mean,
it's because Frasier is so highbrow.
Maybe you're just projecting his character.
I stereotype people from Frasier.
So I also just like that Abraham Lincoln is one of our most in media presidents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's a movie about him
I'm sorry. I was talking during the freeze.
Oh, okay.
Completely lost my train of thought.
We were talking about how Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. He's a vampire hunter. He's always in something. He's in one episode of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yep. He's that president that everybody it's just fun because how he looks to me is such a character.
He does have a very for animation face. It's the two most if we're going to throw a president in media, it's Abraham Lincoln and Richard Nixon.
I was going to say George Washington, but you are correct. Richard Nixon is fun. Just because he himself is just like a character of a person.
Yeah. But I guess there are a few of George Washington too. But I would say out of all of them, the most is we shove
Honest Abe.
Honest Abe. But Screwhead works for the government. And Abraham
Lincoln. No idea what this show was about to be, but when I saw that, I immediately loved it. I was like, this is fantastic.
Abraham Lincoln has decided that there will be two history books written, the one that we learn about, and then there's going to be another book that's full of all the weird shit that actually happened, like an octopus attack on the George Washington crossing the Delaware. Just to keep the people safe and happy.
To keep everybody, pull the wool over their eyes so they don't know what's going on. What's going on. Aliens, they don't exist.
And Screw on Head is someone that is used to this is basically Civil War Hellboy, right?
I could see that, yeah.
Because he's he doesn't work for an agency. He reports directly to Lincoln, but
directly.
One detail I fucking loved was how they communicate. That picture of Lincoln that has the flip book.
Yeah, it moves on
to show that his mouth is moving. I'm like, that is such an amazing attention to detail where it's this whole show is just if you love steampunk, which I don't know if that trend is still as popular as it used to be. But if you love steampunk stuff, this show is for you. I mean, this pilot is for you. I don't know if you should watch it just because you'll want it, but maybe this is what I'm trying to do. Get the push to get one of these fucking jackass streaming services to just pick up the amazing Screw On Head.
Dude, within the first 5 minutes of this,
if you don't love it,
I was thinking to myself, I want to know more about Screw On Head.
Yeah.
I want his lore. What is he? He is there a brain?
Who built him?
There? What? Yeah. I wanted to know so much more within just the first 5 minutes.
Why does he have a human butler? And why is that butler okay with it? One character that I really, really loved, Mr. Dog, which is just a taxidermy dog, but he's still alive. According to Mr. Zombie, it's his dog.
It used to be a live dog.
Yeah, it used to be a live dog. Because he won Best in Show. David Hyde Pierce is so good as Mr. Emperor Zombie in this. First of all, the main villain is called Emperor Zombie.
Yeah.
And they kidnap this professor. Like the very first, there's a werewolf, and then there's this that kidnaps a professor.
And there's a monkey with a machine gun.
Yeah, there's a monkey with really good aim.
And an old lady.
He's got a crown, the monkey.
Yeah.
Don't go into any detail as to why that's happening.
Nothing.
Or who they are.
Remember, this is taking place in the Civil War. We're fighting the Civil War with muskets. But you've got people with flamethrowers. Like machine guns, air travel blimps, like so much where I'm just like, I'm loving
it. They mention that the Confederates can't get their hands on these secrets.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure if the Civil War is full blown just yet. You know what I mean?
I do.
I can't remember what, but like, I mean, even then it's like, they go back to 1816 where, Patience is killed by a vampire.
Yeah.
And Screwhead is still around. So it's like, how old was he? Made by Leonardo da Vinci? I mean, this is almost like Adventure Time, where it's just like, just tell me what the lore is. I have to know.
They make such interesting characters.
Yeah.
To where you just, without even trying, you just want to know more.
Yeah, you want to know about this world. You beg, and that's why I feel like that's why this pilot is a fumble. Like, not picking up on this story is so good, and it's just we're not going to do anything with this.
Because, I mean, the pilot's only like 21 minutes long.
Right.
And there's some humor into this show. Like,
Emperor Zombie smokes a guy in a giant bong to get his knowledge.
Hilarious. Yeah. I busted out laughing when what was the one place that Screw-On-Head traveled to in the rocket? It was like somewhere in the Middle East.
Oh, it's in the middle of the Mississippi. You're talking about when they go to the Temple of Gun?
No, I'm talking about when he, early on, when he takes the rocket to travel to, hang on. I'm going to look at it right now. Marrakesh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But how he gets there, to me, is the funniest way, because Abe Lincoln is just like, we've got an informant on Emperor Zombie's team, but he's in Marrakesh. So he just loads himself into a rocket, which is really just
it's a giant bullet, and
just launches himself.
Yeah, I got that confused later on because with the Mississippi one, because the bullet is in the background, just launched.
But it's just, I'm like, that's how he travels. Is he just launches himself in a giant cannon?
I also think it's cool that he has different bodies for different things.
Yeah, That's his whole thing.
Yeah,
he screws on.
Yeah, he screws on the different stuff for different tactical advantages. And I do like that he's just like, Mr. Groin, my butler, is getting a little too familiar.
Telling the president.
The president's like, he just wants to be your friend. And like at the end where you think that he's learned a lesson, he's just like he's opened up and he's going to let his butler be his friend. His butler tries to say something. He's like, pep, pep, pep. Only speak when spoken to.
Oh, when they go through the backstory of Patience, his love interest.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Just
I want to be the one to say, yes, I remember. Do you remember when you left me to die by that vampire?
Just sitting there. They show that flashback. She's holding his head, and they're like, I love you too. And then a giant bat
comes down. But it was done by Mr. Zombie or Emperor Zombie, and he's the reason I keep calling him Mr. Zombie is he summons that demigod, and he goes, "You can call me Mr. Zombie now. I'm going to work for him."
Yeah, because he's no longer an emperor. He's a butler by nature.
Yeah,
so he's looking.
He's the Amazing Screw-On Head's he was his former butler, and that's why he doesn't want to get close to Mr. Groin.
But then you also learn that apparently Screw-On Head, this man is kind of a psychopath, has just been recycling humans to be butlers or some shit like that.
It's like all of them keep dying or something. I thought that was going to be a running joke that he would have to get a different lawyer.
It would have
butler.
Been.
You think so?
It probably could have. It could have been. Let me just say, it could have been a running joke. Well, it's Butler 1, Butler 2. Like it could have been
like a oh my god, they killed Kenny type situation.
Yeah, like he's just cloning the same Butler over and over because he keeps dying.
And we haven't really even gotten into this stylistically. Oh, love it.
Great.
You can definitely tell that he is done Hellboy before.
Yep.
Because this is like all the good Hellboy stories looking in like the comics look exactly like this, where Hellboy looked kind of like a little
like using like shadow and darkness.
Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah. He did, what was it? He co-created the Hellboy Seed of Destruction,
right?
Which is like a big
Hellboy story.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of Hellboy, but
Hellboy's good, but it's like you got to be in the mood for it.
You got to be emo. You got to be goth.
I wouldn't say that. I would have to say you have to be into horror movies a lot and into World War II at the same time. That's basically when Hellboy takes most of the play. Yeah. Because it's like it doesn't take place in World War II, but it's like got a lot of World War II undertone, if you catch my drift. But no, they're good series. And I think the movies don't do it as much justice because I think that's why like Screw-On Head aligns more with the movies, but the comics, like Hellboy's just like, he's a job. Like it's basically, he's just pest control for like Wendigos and vampires. Like Screw-On Head is more this like dramatic monster, save the universe type deal. Like Hellboy doesn't deal with like universal threat. He does, but it's not like all the time. Sometimes it's just like
a vampire.
A vampire is just like in Albuquerque, you know.
But Screwhead was just fighting a demigod, basically.
Yeah. First episode.
But
Joel, I think we've talked enough about this 22-minute pilot that so they asked the audience whether they wanted it or not. And I did not have cable in 2006. So y'all motherfuckers ain't blaming me for fumbling this, but no, I guess it was the people's fault after all. You let us down, 2006 people.
How dare you?
How dare you? But Joel, it's time to go to your new reoccurring segment. Reviews that have a good head on their shoulders and reviews that can screw off.
Oh, Andrew,
he's back, baby.
Yeah. So this is sitting at a 7.7 out of 10.
It got real popular because somebody put it back online. Like they got it online. Because
only 2.3K ratings. Though.
It did come out on DVD too. There was a DVD.
It's still a lot, but it's still low. Like
it's low. It's low compared to something that would be super popular.
So this is the only 1 out of 10 stores on IMDb titled "What is this garbage?" I was subjected to this at a party recently, and honestly, I can say nothing good about it. The animation was awful. The storyline, such as it was incomprehensible. The voice acting was passable, but hardly makes up for how horrible the rest of the cartoon was. After a short time, maybe 5 or 10 minutes of having this trash inflicted on me, I managed to politely excuse myself and get some chips. How anyone above the age of 10 can be so enamored with this remains a mystery to me. But from what I can see, fans of this genre are rabid enough that poor animation and incomprehensibility makes no difference to them. So one negative review equally will make no difference. On the other hand, if you like good animation, steer clear of this and watch some classic Bugs Bunny instead. 0 out of 5 stars.
It's a wonder to me why you got invited to the party. Fucking downer.
First off, what party are you at? Well, apparently everybody's just like, let's watch this.
I would say I've been to parties like this. The night is late. This is what happens. The night is late, and you've been to a party like this too. We're past 10 or 11.
Okay.
There's enough people. This is the part of the night where the strong survive. At least this is when you put on Screw on Head to Me. You know, the drunks who are still going, but you can't drink anymore. You're just sitting in it. And before the real dark thoughts of your life choices start to creep in, you go, you guys want to watch this movie?
See,
then you put on Screw on Head.
I never called that a party. I just called that a hangout.
Well, that's post. That's post. You got a bunch. You got like Dave. He's passed out on the floor. You using him as a footrest. The party's done.
Party's done. You're just hanging out. It's the after party.
You're chilling. You can't drive home.
It's the after party.
But you and like 3 other dudes are still like awake, and you're like, oh, what do you want to do? Well, if I move too far, I'm either gonna throw up or shit my pants. So you want to watch a Screw on Head? Like, yeah, that works.
Yep. All right. So this is the 10 out of 10 titled Just Brilliant. This was the best show I've seen all summer. I didn't really know what to expect, and then managed to sit in some peace and quiet and watch it. Wow. A perfect half hour of television, no matter what the medium. The story moved, the look was unique, the dialogue, the framing, the voices were all perfect. TV has come a long, long way. I sure hope this becomes a series. kudos to Mike Magnolia, Dark Horse, the team that did this, Jim, and Sci-Fi Channel. Now, give us more.
Oh, you know what? I was just thinking, I have a stepsister who works at Netflix, but actually she works at Facebook now, which is wildly. Wait. Her husband is like the head of HR at Apple. Maybe I can be like, hey, get Apple TV.
Hey, you ever seen this pilot from
like,
2000?
Hey, do you think you could get this? Do you think you could get this made for me? Actually, can you blurt out his name?
Yeah. Yes. Hey, I know it's been 20 years since this pilot has come out.
But I think it's really got some gas.
I think it's just now getting the legs underneath it.
Mike Magnolia, if you have a Google alert for when people talk about the amazing Screw-On Head, just know that your pals at Cartoon Dumpster Dive, we got $5. We'll give it to you to get this show off the ground.
Look, we talk about a lot of crap on this podcast. I am with you, Andrew, all the way. This is a missed opportunity that Sci-Fi Network just passed over.
Well, it was the people's choice. And the people failed themselves with some quality entertainment.
Honestly, I'm going to dare to say this is like Firefly.
Yeah.
Well, it was a golden show, just not a lot of people watched it, so the network canceled it. And but this could have been this could have been some amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
Watch it. Watch it right now.
Make it known.
It's 21 minutes. You've got 21 minutes.
You got 21 minutes. But if you
watch it on the can, on your phone, if you have to.
21-minute dump? Need more fiber.
Andrew.
What?
Come on.
I've never.
You've never spent 21 minutes on the can.
Not just straight duking. I ate too much spicy food for that. That stuff's coming out rapid fire.
All right. Apparently, Andrew has the perfect bowels.
No, it's not perfect. It's a terrible time. I'm just saying it's not it. It's in there for a good time, not a long time.
I feel like I'm the opposite. I'll sit. I'm in there for a bad and long time. This show will at least make it bearable.
Well, if you would like a good and long time in an audio perspective, you can. And a video one, if you support our show, patreon.com/cartoondd. There we have extended audio episodes. That same extended audio is a video, so you can see our faces.
Hey.
We have stickers, buttons, and pins mailed directly to your door. And access to the Discord mega request, where your request goes to the top of the list. If you'd like to send a regular request, you can go to cartoondumpsterdive.com, send your request there, or you can send us an email at cartoondumpsterdive@gmail.com. We are CartoonDD on Twitter, Cartoon Dumpster Dive everywhere else. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for a 5-star review on the podcasting platform of your choice. So, well, we already have more than one episode.
Yeah.
We can never be canceled, but we appreciate a review anyway. Have a great rest of your week. See ya.